Cleveland, Ohio, December 13. Quarterback Johnny Manziel. Photo by Jason Miller, Getty Images, CBS Sports R.J. White recently dished out a mock 2019 NFL Draft, where he has the San Francisco 49ers trading defensive end Solomon Thomas to the Miami Dolphins, while shipping off defensive tackle Arik Armstead to the New England Patriots. The presumed moves land both some veteran safety help, as well as additional Day 3 picks. But the big kicker, of course, is opening up snaps for the Niners' first pick of the draft, Ohio State edge Nick Bosa, at No. 2 overall. Essentially, the two trades would be the proverbial addition by subtraction, San Francisco moving two players in order to maximize the first-year impact from one, Bosa. But how much of a reality could this be? It's not hard to find further speculation about a possible Thomas or Armstead trade. A simple Twitter search can open up a slew of questions and scenarios focused on the idea, backing up White's claim the Niners would be open to making such a decision. After all, particularly following the 49ers' trade for former Kansas City Chiefs edge Dee Ford, an already crowded defensive line should generate some assets to be sold off in one form or another. But there are more than a few reasons to assume San Francisco elects not to trade either Thomas or Armstead heading into 2019. This isn't to say a trade wouldn't happen, of course. Anything is possible. Rather, let's explore why trading Armstead and/or Thomas wouldn't be a part of the team's plans in a few weeks. Next, feasibility of trading Solomon Thomas. Page 2 PHILADELPHIPA, April 27. Solomon Thomas of Stanford visits the SiriusXM NFL radio talk show after being picked. Photo by Lisa Lake, Getty Images. For SiriusXM, there's no easy way around it, but the 49ers haven't exactly received the kind of production from Solomon Thomas after selecting him with the No. 3 overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft. Granted, Thomas largely played out of position his rookie season, which likely hindered his development. During last year, he was also dealing with the tragic death of his sister from suicide. Personally, having spoken with Thomas and his father, Chris, I can tell you the two siblings were awfully close. Thomas also admitted his 2018 on-field play was affected by the tragedy. That said, on-field results matter, and it's certainly possible Thomas winds up being the odd man out if the 49ers end up grabbing a player like Nick Bosa early in the draft. Snap counts will likely be at a premium, and 2018 already saw Thomas relegated to just over 60% of defensive snap counts a year ago. That said, San Francisco still has a lot invested in Thomas. The team brought aboard defensive line coach Chris Kukurek to be a prime mentor and developer for the current regime's first draft selection. With Thomas still on his affordable rookie contract, it would make plenty of sense for the 49ers to try and maximize Thomas's prowess as soon as possible, even if it is in a substitutional role only. Yes, good general managers and front offices move on from mistakes when the time is right to do so, and we might be approaching that point with Thomas. But in the long-term situation with Arik Armstead, the Niners may actually be better off keeping Thomas around through 2019 and into 2020. Let's look at why, specifically with Armstead. Next, feasibility of trading Arik Armstead. Page 3 Santa Clara, CA, October 23. Arik Armstead. Photo by Theron W. Henderson, Getty Images. In a vacuum, the 49ers would rather trade Arik Armstead over Solomon Thomas if they had to deal one or the other before the NFL Draft. It's simple, really. Armstead is slated to play on his fully guaranteed fifth-year option, worth just over $9 million this season. That's a lot of money for a primarily run-stopping defensive tackle, although there's merit in having one of those players in a run-heavy NFC West. Additionally, Armstead was the Niners' second-best defender in 2018, according to Pro Football Focus, only behind Pro Bowl defensive tackle DeForest Buckner. Yet Armstead could easily not be a part of the 49ers' long-term plans beyond this season, especially considering the logjam along the defensive line that will likely grow deeper following the draft. Armstead is currently the better player over Thomas right now, but keeping the former over Thomas on the depth chart would only matter if the Niners were true playoff contenders entering 2019. It's hard to say if they are just yet, or would benefit more by spending efforts on developing Thomas instead. Plus, trading away players on fifth-year options gets tricky. The fully guaranteed part of such contracts can be a deterrent, and few teams like the idea of a one-year rental ahead of a pending free agent offseason. True, contract contingencies can be worked into a trade, not unlike the extension given to Dee Ford when the Niners acquired him. But that tends to be the exception, not always the rule. Next, 49ers 7th-round dark horse mock 2019 NFL draft simply stated, trading Armstead could be difficult. Again, it isn't to say it won't happen, but one shouldn't bank on it being a likelihood. The 2019 NFL Draft kicks off on Thursday, April 25th from Nashville, Tennessee.